The arts of Indus Valley Civilization, one of the earliest civilizations of the world, emerged during the second half of the 3rd millennium. Bronze Age. The forms of art found from various sites of civilization include sculptures, seals, pottery, gold ornaments, terracotta figures, etc. Their delineation of human and animal figures was highly realistic in nature. Modeling of figures was done in an extremely careful manner. Two major sites of Indus Valley Civilization, along the river Indus are, north, cities of Harappa, south, Mohenjo-daro. The site showcased one of the earliest examples of civic planning. Houses, markets, storage facilities, offices, etc. arranged in a grid-like pattern. In this pattern, roads were cut across one another in 90-degree angle and the city was divided into blocks. There was also a highly developed drainage system. While Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are situated in Pakistan, the important sites excavated in India are Lothal, Surkotada, Dholavira, Gujarat; Rakhiga and Banwali, Haryana. Stone statues. Stone statues found in Indus Valley sites. Two major stone statues. 1. Bearded man, priest king. Indus Valley priest. Found in Mohenjo-daro. Bearded man's figure made of steatite. The figure interpreted as a priest and is draped in a shawl coming under the right arm and covering the left shoulder. The shawl is decorated with trefoil pattern. The eyes are elongated and half-closed as in a meditative concentration. Nose is well-formed and medium size. Short-cut moustache and a short beard and whiskers. Hair is parted in the middle and a plain woven fillet is passed around the head. An armlet on the right hand and holes around neck suggest necklace. A slight touch of the Greek style of statues can be seen overall. 2. Male torso. Found in Harappa, only major art element found in Harappa. Made of red sandstone. One of the well-carved and finished work. Bronze casting. Bronze casting was practiced in wide scale in almost all major sites of the civilization. The technique used for bronze casting was lost wax technique. Initially, the figure needed is made of wax and covered it with clay. After allowed to dry the clay, the whole thing is heated so that the wax inside the clay will be melted. The molten wax was then drained out through a tiny hole made in the clay part. The hollow mold of clay thus created was filled with molten metal. Once it cooled, the clay cover was completely removed. Human as well as animal figures are present in the bronze casting. Amongst animal figures, the buffalo with its uplifted head, back and sweeping horns and the goat are artistic merits. Copper dog and bird of Lothal and the bronze figure of a bull from Karlibangan shows that bronze casting was popular at all centers of Indus Valley civilization. Metal casting continued even after the Indus Valley civilization through late Harappan, Chalcolithic people, etc. Examples of bronze casting are Dancing Girl. This exquisite casting depicts a girl whose long hair is tied in the bun and bangles cover her left arm. Cowrie shell necklace is seen around her neck. Her right hand is on her hip and her left hand is clasped in a traditional Indian dance gesture. She has large eyes and flat nose. Bull from Mohenjo-daro. Bronze figure of the bull found in Mohenjo-daro. The massiveness of the bull and the fury of the charge are eloquently expressed. The animal is shown standing with his head turned to the right. There is a cord around the neck. Terracotta. Terracotta figures are more realistic in Gujarat sites and Karlibangan. In terracotta, we find a few figurines of bearded males with coiled hairs, their posture rigidly tight,
legs slightly apart, and the arms parallel to the sides of the body. The repetition of this figure in exactly the same position would suggest that he was a deity. A terracotta mask of a horned deity has also been found. Toy carts with wheels, whistles, rattles, bird and animals, gamesmen, and discs were also rendered in terracotta. The most important terracotta figures are those mainly found in Mohenjo-daro. These figures are usually crude standing figures, adorned with necklaces hanging over the prominent breast and wearing a loincloth and a grid. The fan-shaped headdress with a cup-like projection on each side is a distinct decorative feature of the mother goddess. The pellet eyes and beaked nose of the figure are very crude, constructed in a rudimentary way. Mouth is indicated by a narrow opening. Seals. Thousands of seals were discovered from the sites, usually made of steatite, and occasionally of agate, chert, copper, faience and terracotta, with beautiful figures of animals such as unicorn bull, rhinoceros, tiger, elephant, bison, goat, buffalo, etc. The purpose was mainly commercial. They were also used as amulets, carried on the persons of their owners, perhaps as modern identity cards. Standard Harappan seal was 2x2 square inches. Every seal is engraved in a pictographic script which is yet to found in Mohenjo-daro. The seal depicts a human figure seated cross-legged. An elephant and a tiger are depicted to the right side of the figure, while on the left a rhinoceros and a buffalo are seen. Two antelopes, deer, are shown below the seat, nearby his feet. The figure has a three-horned head. Pottery. Indus Valley pottery consists of very fine wheel-made wares, very few being handmade. Plain pottery is more common than painted ware. Plain pottery is generally red clay, with or without a fine red or gray slip. The black painted ware has a fine coating of red slip on which geometric and animal designs are executed in glossy black paint. Painted earthen jar. Found in Mohenjo-daro. Made on a potter's wheel with clay. The shape was manipulated by pressure of the crafty fingers of the potter. After baking a clay model, it was painted with black color. High polishing was done as a finishing touch. Motifs are vegetal and geometric forms. Designs are simple. Conceivable materials ranging from precious metals and gemstones to bone and baked clay. White necklaces, fillets, armlets and finger rings were commonly worn by both sexes. Jewelry found at Mohenjo-daro and Lothal include necklaces of gold and semi-precious metal stones, copper bracelets and beads, gold earrings and head ornaments. A cemetery has been found at Farmona in Harappa where dead bodies were buried with ornaments. Well-developed bead industries were present at Mohenjo-daro and Lothal. Some beads were made of two or more stones cemented together. Also made models of animals, especially monkeys and squirrels, used as pinhead and beads. Spinning of cotton and wool was very common, both rich and poor practiced spinning. Men and women wore two separate pieces of attire similar to dhoti and shawl. Shawl covered the left shoulder passing below right arm. They were conscious of fashion. Different hairstyles were in vogue and beard was popular. Cinnabar was used as a cosmetic and face paint, lipstick,